You ready, Jameson?
Ready.
All right. TeachMeGrappling. What's up, guys? There was a fight, okay? McKee versus Darrion Caldwell. For a second, I forgot. Guys, I posted a video last night and I got flagged immediately. I tried to narrate the fight and it didn't go so well with YouTube. So you guys know, whoever owns that footage, they didn't want that footage to be placed on YouTube. So I got flagged, copyright infringement. I had to take it down. So I know that there was a few of you guys like messaging like, hey, how come the video got taken down? Yeah, I think I put shoulder lock from hell. So I want to show you guys now that shoulder lock from hell so they can't flag us on this one. Check it out. McKee is a wrestler, but he's really a well-rounded mixed martial artist. His father was Antonio McKee, another wrestler, but AJ grew up in the new school. He's only about 25 years old. He's learned jiu-jitsu, he's learned wrestling, he's learned kickboxing. He's the new school. He is the future. He's undefeated in MMA, and he's going against Darrion Caldwell, NC2A national champ. Very, very good wrestler. Now, who's gonna get the takedown? Probably the NC2A Division I national champ, and he does. Right when the fight starts, they have a situation where Darrion Caldwell kind of switches stance, throws a side kick, and then as they clinch, he catches a single leg, and then right in this position, captures the ankle and takes him down. Once he ends up on top, okay, I'm allowing you to be McKee. So that's who you are. I'm Darrion Caldwell right now. So check this out. Once they're in this position, he starts eating elbows. You're gonna go ahead and hold like this, and he's using these elbows right here. 12-6. Everybody's like, isn't that a 12-6? No, it's not a 12-6. Remember, guys? 12-6 is only from up here to down here. So I know there was people commenting on the actual fight video. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put it in the description. This is a 12-6. So this elbow strike is illegal. Believe it or not, even though I'm hitting your thigh in an MMA fight, a professional MMA fight, this is illegal, okay? I cannot do it. It's so crazy, right? But as long as I do this, I can do it. Because now my elbow's going in this direction. It's not 12-6, it's going at this direction right now. So you have the same thing you can do to me. Hold, and you start throwing elbows. Now the thing about that is, that takes away Darrion Caldwell's ability to ground and pound. Because if you hold my neck, and I'm eating elbows to the face, it makes me duck down and lean forward. Okay? Once I lean forward, what it allows is now Jameson's legs can slide down and go into what we call the grapevines. Okay? Now watch this. Also, a quick mention. I know I didn't talk to you about this and you hadn't seen the fight, right? He also was using the kind of like Hoist Gracie kicks, but you can't kick to the kidneys, guys, in MMA. It's an illegal strike. So he was using it to the butt and the thighs. Okay, here. So he did use a little bit of that, and I'm sure some people find that interesting. Now check out these grapevines right here. So as the camera comes around, he ends up going to the grapevine hooks. This is not used that often, guys. Most of the time, people with the guard, go ahead and bring your guard up to normal. They control the body up here with the guard. What McKee did is when Darrion Caldwell leaned forward, he exposes a little gap, and now the grapevines can go in. Now the cool thing about keep the grapevines. The cool thing about the grapevines is that you can offset someone's base. You see how I'm on my knees? Well, if I'm on my knees right now, I can posture and start punching and elbowing. But if he now activates, you gotta be very careful with your training partners if you're gonna do this. Do not flex the grapevines really fast. You could, young people, no problem. But once you guys hit once you're over 30, 35, this can get dangerous. If he were to go slow, he stretches me, it changes my base, and it takes the knee joint, and when the ankle goes outward, take it outward. Yeah, like that. It could pop your knee. So be careful. Just be aware. Don't hurt your training partners. But in the fight, you want to flex really strong. If you're built like Jameson, this is a great move. Because now look at my knees. I can't get up on my knees. So I can't posture. And then imagine you're using your arms to hold me. I can't really go anywhere. It's hard to get up. Flex them out real strong now. Good. Look at that. So now once he's here, and he's got to lean forward just because he's got to avoid the elbows. Imagine if I brought myself back. Now, AJ can just keep throwing elbows right here to the top of the head. As long as he doesn't hit the back of the head, it's legal. So he leans forward. When he leans forward, he also puts his hands inside. Notice the inside bicep tie. And you can always move around angles and get good looks at these grips right here with the camera. So if I'm inside here, what he ends up doing is the head's on this side. He can push the head and then pummel. As he pummels the arm, keep pummeling until it goes into an underhook, he can lock up what we call the 100%. Now make sure always this hand is palm facing away, and you can use an S grip or a palm to palm, which is even better. Go ahead and get to your palm to palm real snug. Make sure there's no gaps. Yes. And then once he's here, if I try to back my head out, even use your grapevine hooks to pull me to you. Yes. See that? Now I can't really back out. Then he climbs his guard up. Now, Jameson, I don't know if you can reach, but can you reach a body triangle?
Oh,
not quite?
Not.
That's okay. AJ McKee was so long, he was able to reach for a body triangle. But now once he's here, he's in that what we call 100%, which was named by Eddie Bravo. You're gonna go ahead and lock, and you're gonna get to what I call the 200%. Get all the way to your biceps. So your right hand's gonna grab your left bicep. There you go, like a rear naked choke. And then go ahead and start your squeeze. Go ahead. Nice. And he caught a submission right there. Simple, in the guard. The fight had just started. I mean, it's not like fatigue was a factor. Darrion Caldwell was not fatigued. It was pure technique and positioning by AJ McKee. Incredible performance. So I'm gonna have you take me down now. I'm gonna show it again, just to kind of go over it from the other point of view. So boom, I get taken down, I hit the escape, I get my guard. Now look, if he tries to posture up and I'm controlling his neck, go ahead, lift your head. And now you're eating the elbows. See the body, he's taking them. So what does this do? If he's sitting on his ankles right now, like in jiu-jitsu class a lot of times, I can't get the grapevine hooks. And you can move around so you can see everything. Just keep moving. And now I can't get him. But look, if I'm elbowing him, what does that make you do, Jameson? He leans in so I don't have the space. But now look at my legs. My legs slide down and then I hook. Now you try to avoid this, try to avoid it. It's very hard. I stretch. Remember guys, be careful of hurting your partner. Now I put the pressure on, try to move your legs, try to move. Yeah, that's tough, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now once I'm here, guys, look, you see his head right here? He was inside the biceps because he wants to push this arm off. But now look what it gives, push that arm. Yeah, it opens everything into here. And remember, not just this, because I don't want him to retract your head. Retract your head, now back up and pull it out. Yeah, so watch what I also do. Like try to back your head up. See how I'm pulling you? I'm using the grapevine hooks in a pull feature right here, so that now try to back your head up. Can't. Now once I get this here, you want to climb your legs. Okay, I want to lock it up. Now obviously I can't do, oh I can. I can barely reach. I got the body triangle, but even if you couldn't reach guys, the guard is sufficient. Once here, lock, wave to your fans. How's it going, Ma? I always want to remember that. Palm facing away. Don't go palm facing you. You don't have power like this. You want to be here, and then I want to pull, and I want to get to the rear naked choke grip, what I call the 200%. I've got a video on that. You guys can check out that 200% video. I don't show the submission. I show more like the sweep. But once I go here, try to move around. See how hard that is? And then I can just squeeze. And it actually is not a neck crank. It actually will tear the shoulder. And it's so funny because in the fight, when you guys watch the fight, they actually announce it. You can see the referee actually go over to AJ McKee like, hey, what was that? And they announce it as a neck crank, but it was actually a shoulder lock. Just because it is a shoulder lock, it could be a neck crank. So keep in mind, at some academies, if you guys train, they may think it's illegal. So they may not want you to do it. It might be a dirty tactic, a dirty technique. because you could definitely hurt the neck of your training partner. So keep that in mind. Some people take offense to that stuff. It all depends on the culture of your school where you train. Where we allow all that stuff. It's good to go. You got to learn submissions. I think I talked about everything. You want to talk about the defense? Let's do the defense. Sure. Okay, so guys, you might wonder, how do I defend this move? How do I get out of it? So remember this. This is something that Darrion Caldwell, obviously as a great wrestler, he didn't understand it yet. Okay, keep in mind, it's also different. It's difficult when you're dealing with these high-level guys. So all respect to AJ McKee. He's tight, he's strong, he knows what he's doing. So I'm not saying that you can always defend. No move is that way. But if you defend early, you have a much better chance of getting out. Don't wait until a submission is fully locked in. But once I get here, let's say, for example, you stretch me, like use the grapevines. And by the way, you don't need to use the grapevines to get this move. It's just, that's what AJ used to get it. And it made it way better. So my hand's on the biceps, my head's down a little bit because I'm trying to avoid strikes. And now go ahead, hit your pummel, and he went in. Now, once this happens, guys, let's talk about the mechanics of this. AJ then climbs the guard. At this point, if I stay here on my knees, I'm in deep trouble. Can you make it tighter? Yeah, there you go. So once I'm here, guys, the pressure's on. I'm in trouble. Now, I want to talk about angles. If I were to go to this side, this makes it worse, okay? If I walk to this side of his body, it makes it worse. Can you come around here with the camera and get to my face? And then when you guys see from right here, it hurts my shoulder and I can't get out. So go ahead and pull on that thing. Tap, good, right there. So I can't get out, but the opposite is true. If I go to the other side, keep tight. If I go to this side, I know it's hard to hear me, but now what happens is, if I'm closing my elbow, I'm resisting. He's pulling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my arm and swim stroke straighten above my head, and I'm gonna dip my butt back. When I dip my butt back, my head pulls right out of the armpit. And you have to do this early. Do not wait until your shoulder's jacked and you're way up here. Just go ahead and pummel and get that position. So the moment it's here, get real tight, Jameson. I walk to the front and I get out. Did you guys see how quick that can happen? Once I'm there, my arm goes here. I limp as I bring my arm up, and then I retract my head and pull it out. You cannot do that if you're over on this side. So if we had this kind of angle with the position, I'm stuck. Like right here, I'm tapping right there. So I have to take it here. Now go ahead and pull on it. The head pops out and I'm free to go to work, okay? So you gotta make that move quickly, especially if you're inside the guard, because being inside the guard gives your opponent really, really good control with the legs over your hips. It's way harder to do that escape that I just showed when he has the guard. It's way easier when it's like a butterfly guard, or if it's a any other type of guard, like half guard or something like that, it'll be a lot easier. But either way, those are the techniques, those are the moves I want to teach you today. Check out that fight, guys. I'll put the link down below in the description box. It was an amazing finish for AJ McKee. Congratulations to him. I hope Darrion Caldwell heals up the shoulder and comes back stronger than ever. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.